Time to get fucking peeled, all right? My ass was struggling with my diet because I went on a crazy bulk and I couldn't get back to getting shredded. So I was struggling. I kept making excuses for myself. And I finally put my foot down 2 months ago and said, fuck this. I'm gonna go through a transformation and I'm starting today. So if that's what you want to do and you are done living this fucking life of, looking in the mirror and not feeling like you are reaching your full potential, then listen to this video. This is exactly how you're going to be able to use my protocols to help you for free. So let's get right into it. You don't have a metabolism problem. You're not too busy. You're full of shit, okay? You need an actual system that's gonna get you the results, and that's what we're here to talk about. Because without that system, you're gonna just keep restarting all over again every single time you hit a minor inconvenience. And guess what, my man? Life is all about minor inconveniences and just bullshit overall. So this is what we're gonna do. Now, I know what you're going through because I went through it as well. I went from super obese, 260 pounds, super fucking fat, right? Obese, to skinny fat. I lost a bunch of weight by doing a ton of cardio during the pandemic and just starved maxing pretty much. I ate chicken, rice, and salad, and then I just ate like some oatmeal besides that, and that's all I would eat, and just spamming water. But eventually I fixed my approach, started hitting the gym with some guys that I met at work, and my physique blew the fuck up because I started to actually use structure and learn, and I fell in love with this. So that's why I started to coach other people. I got my first certification. I started training others, not making the most money out of it, but it was something that I was fucking passionate about. Teaching these guys the form, teaching these guys the mentality, teaching these guys, the nutrition, all that good stuff that ultimately helped me get from a person that wasn't really motivated and didn't really have any type of confidence to the man that you see now. My crazy ass. So I want to really drive in this point. Fat loss, muscle gain, bulk cut, whatever the fuck, that is not the main goal. The main goal is control. Having control over what you put in your mouth and the actions that you do on a daily basis. That is the focus. Most guys like you fail because they have no structure. It's not about being lazy. You wake up, when you hear the alarm, you wake up, you go to work, you get your things done for the day. You just don't have the proper structure. So what happens when you don't have the right structure? Well, you start something and you don't finish it. You crash out after a couple days, after a couple weeks, and you can't seem to get the result that you're seeing online, that you're seeing all these guys that are probably injecting stuff in themselves, and you just don't really find it like something that is attainable. And that can be very, very fucking frustrating. I understand. Think about it like this. You wake up in the morning every day and you brush your teeth. If you needed motivation to brush your teeth, you wouldn't fucking do it half the time. Your teeth would just be yellow, right? So it's just something that's automatic. You wake up and you do. And that's what we want fitness to be for you. The goal is not to try harder. It's so that you don't need to try. So it becomes something that's just automatic. I keep using this word. Because when your routine is set into your lifestyle, into your daily schedule, and surrounds the other responsibilities, it's just a part of the equation now. It's not something that you have to add by force. It becomes easier to follow. So the thing that I use, that my clients use, they pay for, is the automatic physique system. Now it's a funny word, but I came up with this, pretty much engineered this so that I can stop putting all these excuses and all this bullshit on myself and finally just shred the fat without having to actually think about it and to plan it out and to have it be this huge thing that was distracting me away from my actual life and, from my work with my clients and stuff like that. Phase one is your foundation. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix your environment, your routine, your gym, your meals, your steps, drinking enough water. We're going to make sure that these are things that you just automatically do throughout the week that don't take that much, oomph. It's just something easy. Phase two, we transition into momentum. You will start proving to yourself, making the right decisions on a daily basis with your own accountability. Thinking, is this something that I would do if I was a 2.0 version of myself? If I was actually shredded, would I be eating this burger? Will I be, cheating my meal plan? Will I be laying down instead of going to the gym? You actually start to take action more on yourself because you realize what the goal is now. In this phase, you're going to be hitting more steps because you're going to see your results. You're going to be hitting the gym. You're going to be finding a way to just make it easy for yourself. And obviously, I'll help you with that too. And now the fat's starting to peel off every week. You're weighing yourself and you don't feel overwhelmed. You're still going out on the weekends and having a nice pizza or some shit and just kicking it with your friends, and you're losing weight. Now, phase three is mastery. This shit takes years. It could take some months if you do it correctly and you stay consistent, because it only takes a couple months to build good habits. In this phase, you stop relying on tracking. You've tracked for long enough. You already know what your you're putting in your body. You have a good rough estimate of the calories, and you don't need to track shit anymore because nobody wants to fucking whip out a scale at dinner. You understand your body. You understand when you're full. You understand when you might get injured in the gym if you push for another rep. You understand overall how to take the receptors and the feelings that you have in your body and listen to them and not force your body to do something that it shouldn't be doing because it might get you injured or it might get some extra fat on that scale. At this point, you have control. You can go out, you can live your life, you know your limits. You don't need to, stay away from going out and just stay in your room all the time. You could go socialize and not crush your body. If you are starting today, I want you to focus on these things. I want you to get 10 to 15K steps every day. I want you to get 3 to 4 liters of water every day. Get a big fucking jug of water and spam that shit. I want you to come up with 3 to 4 high protein, lean, repeatable meals that you can just whip out whenever you want. You can meal prep them on the weekend or you can prep them along the week as it goes if you have a little bit of extra time. I would just suggest getting them done on the weekend, on like a Sunday. And then finding a gym routine that fits your schedule, a gym that's down the street. Maybe you want to go to DMV Iron and it's fucking 30 minutes away, or you want to go to Goals and it's another 40 minutes away, but Planet Fitness 10 minutes away, it's down the street. Go to Planet Fitness. You're going to be able to get the best work out of any gym that has some good, decent machines. You don't need all this other fancy shit. You need something that's just easy and repeatable so you can start building that foundation, because the logo on the gym doesn't really matter. It's the guy walking into it. Because bro, the truth is you already know what you should be doing. You're just not doing it consistently. And that's the real problem. If you want help installing this into your lifestyle, I'm going to put information down in the bio for you to check out. It breaks down exactly how to build your routine step by step, so you don't have to fucking guess. If you want more tailored help, we could hop on a free 15-minute call and you can tell me what you've been struggling and I'll tell you what you've been doing wrong. And we'll just fix and build from there. It's not about fucking pressure. I just want you to have some clarity so at least you know what you're doing wrong and you don't have that excuse of not knowing.